What's up? This is Tobi from Trash Boat, and this is Antihero Magazine.
PNC Warped Tour 2018. It's the last cross-country run of the tour. How are you guys feeling, and how are you guys kind of holding up with the demand that Warped Tour is?
We didn't expect it to be the amount of work that it has been, and it's been tough. Like, this is 19 days in a row right now, and tomorrow will be the 20th day we've done in a row. 8 a.m. start every day, 10 p.m. finish when you pack down the merch. And like, we hustle CDs in the queue every night. We're just like, oh, and then everyone's gone by sort of 10 o'clock, and we're just like, oh, it's all over, in bed within 2 hours. But it's worth it. Like, it's just been a ride, and we're privileged to be a part of it.
And one of the things that I've been talking about everybody with is, with this being the last year of Warped Tour, what kind of void do you think that it's going to leave in our industry?
The void, you know. Warped is why there are no tours in the summer in the US, because of the radius clauses. Like, you're doing Warped, and if you're not doing Warped, you're against Warped, and you're gonna suffer for it. But now that there is this big gaping hole in the American summer, I think it's going to be filled with just tours, individual tours, like bands grouping together and forming their own things. And I'm interested to see how it goes. There'll be festivals. I feel like Warped will do individual dates, maybe. It's a guess. Maybe like an East Coast, and West Coast, and South, and North, like Chicago or something. And then maybe like Self Help Fest has been doing really well out here. Maybe they'll fill some gaps and then plan some tours around festivals like you do in the UK and Europe in the summer. But who knows? I'll have to see.
Do you think that it's going to lead to more package tours too? So the bands and the friends that you've made on Warped Tour, you guys are going to kind of come together, hit the summer months, and do your own little version of Warped.
Absolutely. I feel like those package tours will coincide with different festivals around the country. So they'll do package tours with festival dates in the middle of them. But I honestly don't know. I don't know, because I'm not from the country, so I don't really know how it works over here. In the UK, that is like, you plan tours around Slam Dunk. Slam Dunk's a festival which is like, it's Warped, but it's only 3 days in the UK pretty much. People plan tours around that, and we just did it with Galaxy Camp, which is a new festival in Europe. So we'd play a few shows and then do Galaxy Camp, and then do a few Europe shows on the way home, and then do Slam Dunk. And people organise like whole UK Europe tours around Slam Dunk. So I feel like that could happen.
And you brought up a good thing. How can you compare, or how do you compare the US festivals to the European ones?
Well, this is a different scale and a different level, because America as a country is a different scale. England is so small. Like, Slam Dunk is very similar to Warped, but it's only 3 days. This is like 40. There's a brand new festival in Europe called Galaxy Camp, which we did the first year of it this year, and it was great, but it was obviously small. But I feel like that festival could really build, because there's not much like that in Europe. There's no touring festivals in Europe that I can think of for our scene. So it's not really comparable in a scale sense, but it's still there. The vibe is still there. There are still summer festivals.
All right. And kind of getting away from festivals, getting away from Warp, getting away from the festivals at home, you guys just released a new album.
We did.
Where were you guys at musically with this new record, and what did you want to achieve from your past experience in the music industry?
So, our first record, we co-signed with Supi, Supi from the Wonder Years, so he helped write and produce the record with us, and it was our toe in the water. You know, it was our step into the industry, and it worked really well for us. With this record, we wanted to do it ourselves, and we wanted to show that we could step up our game from where we have been on our own and write an even better record than we did with Supi. And we've had a really good response. I hope we have. I thought we had, and you know, we'll have to see. It's only been out for 10 days, but the response we've had so far has been really, really good. I'm really proud of it. It's been great.
And when you went into the studio and you kind of put that pressure on yourselves to kind of one up that last record, what were the feelings when you went in?
We went in more confident than we did with the first record. Like, the first record, before pre-production we were like, it's okay, and then pre-production made it a great album. And then this current record, we went in like this is a good album, like we're set, and then in pre-pro it just took off into something that we never imagined we could do. I think we've stepped up for sure.
And what can fans kind of expect from this new record?
A more eclectic and fluid mix of our styles. So we're kind of a cross between pop punk and like hardcore, melodic hardcore, post-hardcore kind of vibes. And it's a lot more cohesive this time around, and it sounds more like an individual sound rather than like 3 or 4 sounds being pushed together. And I hope we're just kind of creating our own thing almost. Like, you know, you're never really creating your own thing. You're always borrowing from other places. But we differ so much in our creative process individually, the writers and the band, that we always end up arguing and then compromising, and the compromise becomes the sound. So I hope other people like it.
And how do you guys find that balance of the ideas? You said there's a little bit of conflict sometimes between the ideas that you bring into the band. How do you find that balance between the ideas that are going to go onto the record and the ones that aren't going to make the cut?
Excuse me. The actual arguments are obviously arguments, so they kind of suck because we all have very firm ideas of how we want things to sound. But then when we finally reach a compromise, it creates something that neither of us expected, and it can sometimes be better than we had individually imagined. And it seems to be working pretty well for us. Well enough to let us keep touring.
And with the new record, you mentioned touring. Are you guys going to be hitting the road once Warped Tour kind of wraps up?
Yep, we have the As It Is Great Depression tour in UK and Europe in November, December, and then another tour in the new year, which is UK, Europe again, but it's the other side of the coin. So As It Is like our pop, lighter side, and then we're doing quite a heavy tour in the new year. I can't say who it's with, unfortunately. In the spring and summer, we'd love to organise coming back to the US if we can, and maybe some international touring around that time. And then we're thinking about a headline tour in the UK and Europe in the fall of next year. So we've got the year booked up pretty much.
Okay, that's awesome, man. That's pretty much everything that I got for you. Where can people find you guys online? Where can they listen to the music at?
Spotify, Apple Music, YouTube, all the usuals. If you type Trash Boat into your Google, you're either going to get us or Regular Show. So pick one because they're both awesome. And yeah, just have a listen. Crown Shyness came out 10 days ago. Sophomore album. We love it. We hope you guys love it too.